When I started the foundation degree at Deare Valley College, I was working as a deputy manager at a small setting at Ward Green. The quality of provision really improved, and therefore we ended up with a really long waiting list of 40-something children. I then went into partnership with who was my boss at the time, and now we've got two settings. The setting is still at Ward Green, and we've opened a second setting here where you're filming in Westbrook. The earliest foundation degree has taught me to look at things different from a manager's point of view. Everything that we do now, from really small changes to really big changes, we do as a whole team, and we take that whole team approach, and I've definitely learned that skill through the change projects that I did as part of my foundation degree. Examples of changes that we've put into practice might be creating a baby area outdoors. As a team, the practitioners would observe how the children were using that area. They would then fetch those things back to me and say, this is what they're using really well, this is really what we could do with more of. So after finishing the foundation degree at Deare Valley, it did set me in really good stead for my BA at Sheffield Hallam. I think the teaching quality and the standards of work expected at Deare Valley are really, really high. So when I went on to do work for my BA at Sheffield Hallam, I was finding it really easy. I think that had been drilled into me from the tutors at Deare Valley. And then obviously running the EYP alongside, the way that you reference and all the different things that you learn along the way really, really supported me in my higher level qualification that I did after. I obviously started off as a deputy manager within a setting, and now I'm managing two settings and going between them both. The earliest foundation degree was just a starting point for me. That really helped us out when we went to get the capital funding for the second setting. As part of the requirement for that was that someone must have the EYP status to be eligible for that funding. So without that, and without the starting point of the foundation degree, we wouldn't have been able to progress and develop the second setting as we wanted to. Surprisingly, as an adult, I really enjoyed studying in a classroom setting. For me, it was mainly networking, hearing how different settings operate. I've only ever worked in the small nursery that I worked in before, and then this nursery that we've opened now. So for me, just finding out how people did things differently, the different sizes of settings, the different amounts of children that people had on really fascinated me, and their ways of working and dealing with challenges. So I opted to go to Deare Valley College before progressing to university. It was a toe in the water for me. I work full time, I've got two children and a family, so that's really demanding. And the fact that Deare Valley College were closer to me, so I didn't have to make the commute into Sheffield, worked really well for me. They offered that evening course, so it fitted in after work, didn't really interfere with anything. The standard of teaching was really good. It was really lovely to have the learning centre. The staff in there was so supportive, that really helped you with anything that you needed to access online, such as online journals, which were all new to me at that point. And they were really good. If you went in half an hour early, they'd come over and sit with you. And the support that we got from tutors were second to none. The feedback that we got, verbal feedback all the time, and then obviously the written feedback on the end of the assessment. I feel they really supported you to stretch yourself to the absolute best that you could be and meet your full potential.